All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about something I can almost guarantee you've experienced, even if you have no idea what it's called.
Okay, so picture this. You learn a new, kind of obscure word, or maybe a friend mentions a brand of car you've never heard of in your life. And then what happens? For the next week, it feels like that word is in every single article you read. That car is parked on every street corner. It's like the universe is suddenly shouting this new thing directly at you. It's a little weird, right?
Well, if you've ever felt that, let me just say you are not alone. That strange, almost spooky feeling is a completely universal human experience.
It's such an uncanny sensation. You know, it can feel like you've uncovered some secret code or that you're being sent some kind of cosmic sign. It's as if the world has rearranged itself just for you. But what's really going on?
Well, as cool as it sounds, it's not magic, and it's not a message from the great beyond. It's actually a really well-documented trick of the mind, and it has a fantastic name. It's called the Baader-Meinhof Phenomenon. Or, if you want the more scientific term, it's the frequency illusion. It's a fascinating cognitive bias that makes you believe that something is happening way more often than it actually is. So where did that strange name come from? It's actually a great little story. Back in the 90s, someone posted online that they had just learned about a German terrorist organization called the Baader-Meinhof Group, only to see it mentioned again, totally by chance, 24 hours later. The name for this feeling just stuck.
So, how exactly does our brain pull off this pretty impressive illusion? It's not just a single glitch, it's a brilliant subconscious trick that happens in two key steps.
Let's break this mental magic trick down. Think of it like a perfect partnership between two different functions of your brain, and they're working together to create this really powerful illusion.
The two key players here are selective attention and confirmation bias. These are both really common cognitive biases that, when they team up, create the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. Let's see how it works.
So, first up is selective attention. Once you learn that new piece of info, the word, the car, whatever it is, your brain subconsciously flags it as important. It's like you're telling your own internal search engine, hey, keep an eye out for this from now on. You're officially primed to spot it in the wild. And then, confirmation bias kicks in. This is our natural human tendency to look for evidence that proves what we already think is true. So when you inevitably see that word or that car again, your brain goes, aha, I knew it. This thing is everywhere now. Each sighting isn't just a coincidence, it's solid proof that your new observation is correct. And this gets us to the really important question. What's the difference between what feels true and what's actually true about the world around you? You can really look at this in two ways. There's the mystical view, that it's a sign that the world itself has somehow changed. And then there's the cognitive view, that you've changed. The world is exactly the same, but your brain's filter for seeing it just got an update. To put it as simply as possible, the thing isn't showing up more. Your attention to it has. That information was probably always there, just floating in the background noise, until your brain finally learned to pick it out. Now, this might seem like just a fun little mental quirk, but it actually reveals something incredibly profound about how we all experience the world. We often like to think of our minds as being like a passive camera, just recording what's happening around us. But that's not how it works. Not at all. A much better way to think about it is that your brain is an active architect. It's constantly selecting, filtering, and piecing together information to literally construct your personal experience of reality. And that's the real takeaway here. The Baader-Meinhof phenomenon isn't a bug. It's a feature. It's a window into how your mind works every single day. It proves that what you pay attention to literally shapes the world you experience. And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. If your attention is the blueprint, what kind of reality is your brain actively building for you right now?